Some temples are built by kings, some by saints, some by ordinary people. But this one begins with a widow who refused to let the expectations of society define her future. A priest who saw the divine with his own eyes. And a master shapes the mind of a disciple who carries India's spiritual wisdom across the world. Year 1847. India is under British rule. The practice of sati has only recently been abolished, yet life remains difficult for many widows, away from public life, influence, and ambition. But Rani Rashmoni, after the death of her husband, managed vast estates and became known for her charitable works across Bengal. Seeking spiritual fulfillment, she prepares for a grand pilgrimage to Kashi. Boats are arranged, supplies are gathered, and everything is ready. Then, on the night before her departure, a divine figure appears in a dream. The message is simple: no need to travel Kashi. When morning arrives, Rashmoni cancels the pilgrimage. On the eastern bank of the Ganga, just north of present-day Kolkata, a vast riverside temple complex begins to rise. Nearly 8 years later, the Dakshineswar Kali Temple stands complete. At its heart is a magnificent Navaratna shrine crowned with 9 soaring spires. Within the sanctum resides Sri Sri Jagadishwari Kali Mata Thakurani, lovingly worshipped as Ma Bhavatarini. She stands upon the reclining Shiva, while 12 Shiva temples surround the complex along the sacred river. Few years after the construction, a man named Gadadhar Chattopadhyaya arrives at the temple and before reaching the age of 20, takes up priestly duties there. The world will later know him as Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. To most visitors, the deity is an idol. To Ramakrishna, she is his mother. His devotion grows so intense that he eventually experiences a vision of the Thakurani herself. News of the young mystic spreads across Bengal, drawing seekers from far and wide. Among them is a young man named Narendranath Datta, later renowned as Swami Vivekananda. What begins as a meeting between a seeker and a mystic eventually helps carry the teachings of Vedanta far beyond the shores of India. And so, Dakshineswar Kali becomes much more than a place of worship. It becomes a center of spiritual awakening. Even today, as Mahalaya marks the beginning of Devipaksha and Bengal prepares for Durga Puja, thousands gather at Dakshineswar seeking the blessings of Ma Bhavatarini. People from different faiths and backgrounds continue to visit, drawn by its history, spirituality, and message of harmony. Sometimes, a closed path is not a rejection, but a redirection. The destination we miss may become the legacy we leave behind. Follow for more temple legends and ancient stories.